Good morning. This video will show you how to edit your teacher section on the Santa Maria High School website. The hope here is that everyone will upload some information about their courses and classes and about themselves and any links to websites or projects that they may have so that all students, parents, and guardians can go to one spot to find information on teachers and classes. We realize that many of you have already created teacher websites. That's totally fine, and we encourage that. We just hope that you put the link to your website on your teacher page. That way students have one place to go to find all of that information. So to get started, we're just going to go to the Santa Maria High School website, which is santamariahighschool.org. Okay, this is the new website. First thing, we're going to go down, we're going to look at school staff so we can see kind of what the page looks like before anything is done, and then afterwards we'll take another look and see how it looks afterwards. So if you look at my section here, you have your name at the top, your position, phone number, which is the school's phone number, your email, which is linked in there. You have the option to view all teachers, and then you have the About Me section. Notice under here we have education, experience, and bio, and nothing is written. So if my students were to come to this page, they would see that I have nothing here, and this doesn't really help them other than allowing them to maybe email me or call the school. So we'd like to provide a little bit more help than that, and we think we can. So to change that, we can go ahead and go to the staff only section. You are going to get an email later, and from there you will have your password and your email. You enter those things here to log in. Once you log in, then you can change your password to something you can remember. This password will not reset or necessarily match your email password or your Aries password. You can set them to be the same, but it's not going to update on its own. So you'll have to remember one more password. Go ahead and click log in. And once you log in, you'll get to kind of the home page. Okay, you can read here about all of the things they're doing, about integrating calendars or whatever the new thing is. You are all experienced readers, so I will not read that to you. You may choose to change your password first thing. That's totally fine. But for our purposes here, we're going to go to the drop-down menu, and we're going to choose a section to edit. Now, you'll notice that I have lots of things that I can edit. Most teachers will only have one section. If you have a club or a sport, maybe you have two sections to edit. But for today, we're going to go to teacher section. They will then ask you to choose a teacher. You will only have one list or one name on here. I have multiple. So I'm going to go ahead and choose my own name here. And it brings me to this page. It's mostly blank in the middle, but down the left-hand side, we have all of the things that we can edit. So you have access over editing most of these things or uploading things to them. It's totally fine. I'm going to take a quick minute to stop here and say that some of you are comfortable enough with technology that you won't need to watch the video. You'll get to hear, you'll find out all the stuff you need to know on your own, and you're happy to do that. If that's you, you can stop watching now, and if you have trouble, you can come back and watch, but many of you won't. Some of you will require extra assistance after this. You're not quite comfortable. You want somebody to kind of walk you through it, and I'm also available for that if you're at Santa Maria High School. And then some of you will watch the video, and that'll be enough, and that's totally perfect. So wherever you're at, hopefully this helps you out a little bit, and we can move forward. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to page settings, because these pages here these are the pages that are available, and these are the things that students can see when they get to your teacher profile. So you have the pages like about the teacher, you have the names, most of them match unless you change them. You can change them to whatever you want. The most important thing here is the status area here. If it's checked, that means it will show up on your teacher profile. So in my case, none of these things are checked except for the About Me section. So students won't see anything except for the About Me link there in the top. The education and the experience and the bio will show up underneath, but you can also select any of these as the start page. It's just up to you. So I actually want the links to be there, Okay. I don't want presentations or calendar. I'm not going to do that because we have Outlook calendar and things like that. And I'm going to leave the rest of these off, but I'm going to change, it says about me, I'm going to change this to about the instructor. Okay. And that's it for me. I'm going to change links to resources actually. And why don't we make that online resources? Okay, because I think that sounds better than just links. So we're going to go ahead and save that. Okay, once it says your settings have been saved, you can safely move away from the page and your progress will be saved. Not all pages will do that, but if you see a save button, go ahead and do it. Next thing would be to go check out your general info. And the admin assistants have done a great job of going through and putting everybody's name in, putting their department and position in, and then selecting the subjects that you are teaching. So if you notice an error in there or something's changed, go ahead and change it. But for most of you, everything's going to be just fine. You can change your picture from here as well by simply clicking update and uploading a picture. Most of you will have your school picture there, and that's up to you if you want to leave it there. So I'm going to go ahead and move down to about education. Okay. Here, fairly simple. You choose your text, you type, you check the spelling, you update, and then you move on. So for me, I've already typed this on a Word document because I like typing in Word better than I like typing in these boxes here. And I'm just going to paste it in there. I've checked the spelling already. So I'm just going to update. And now that's done. There's no save, there's no indicator that it's saved, but it did. Okay, go down to experience. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just copying and pasting from my other spreadsheet or my other Word document. I'm going to click update. Okay, and we're done there. So those are two of the things that I wanted to do. And now I'm going to go down and I'm not going to put anything about my bio because I'm not really sure what to say. Maybe I'll get back to it later. Maybe I won't. I didn't do anything, so I don't need to update it. But I'm going to go down to links. And links is something that I wanted to use. Now, the way you add or delete links, to delete them, you simply go over here to the right and click delete. Yes, I want to delete class blog. And yes, I want to delete crash course videos. So to start with, we need to enter a category. So remember, links is going to change to resources, just hasn't updated all the way yet. But I'm going to put YouTube, I'm going to spell it correctly, videos. Okay, because sometimes I like to use YouTube videos in my class. If I can put links to YouTube videos there that I would like, then it makes it kind of nice. If I want to enter another category, class website, because I already have a website and I would like the students to be able to use it. Now I can rank them over here, and I think that will move them up and down on the screen so that when people click on it, it's the order that they appear. Okay. Now I don't have anything in here yet. These are just the categories. So if I want to go into one of the categories, like the class website, I'm going to go ahead and click edit. And I'm going to add a new link. The name is just going to be Mr. Mark Stone's blog. Put the blog in there. I could give it a description if I wanted to. Tell them this is where they'll find things like warm-ups or daily assignments if they're absent. That way they can stay up to date. I'm going to check the spelling, but I don't really need to. And I'm just going to click add link, and that will update it so that it is there. Okay, if I want to add a new link, I can also do Mr. Mark Stone's website. And to do that, I'm going to have to find my website URL. If you don't have a website, you don't need to worry about this. I've gone and gotten it on another page, and I will simply put it in here. Oh, it didn't work right. There you go. So now that's there. And the kids will have two separate, never mind the bell. The kids will have two separate links to go through there. So I'm not going to use the back button on my browser. I'm going to use the back button or the back to category list here. Okay. And I'm going to go into the YouTube videos here. Okay. And I'm going to add some links in there. So I'm going to go over here to edit. Okay. Add new link. Type in crash course world history. Already done this. And I'm going to go find the videos that I want to link to on another page or another tab. I'm going to put the link, I'm going to copy the link, which you can't see me do, but I'm doing it, I promise. And there we go. And that's in there. Okay. So now as I look down the rest of these things, the rest of these options over here on the left, you have things like add new link. That type of option is going to be available on most of these. So if I go to assignment, I can add a new assignment. If I go to presentations, the option here is to add a new presentation. So many of those same options, things are going to work mostly the same way. If you have help, if you need help with that, feel free to ask. So for now, I am done here. I've updated as much as I'm going to update for the moment. So I'm going to log off. I'm going to close this. Okay. And I'm going to kind of go back to home here and refresh the page and see if, as I scroll down, let's see if things have changed. So hopefully now you will see that there's a difference on my teacher page from what it was. It still hasn't updated yet. If I update it, there it goes. So you see here that I have about the instructor, I have online resources, I have my education, I have my experience. It's all there for the kids to see. They can read a little bit about me. And remember that the parents don't necessarily meet you, or your guardians don't necessarily meet you right away. So sometimes it's nice for them if they log on, they can see something that looks like you put some effort into it, like you're there, and they can read about you a little bit. So you have about the instructor they can click on, and they have online resources, so the students will click there. Some YouTube videos, they'll probably like that. And then they'll have the class website or the class blog that they can click on and go to. All right. That is all we wanted to show you. So we hope that you can go ahead and get onto the staff only section and edit your teacher profile. That way all the students have one place to go to find information about all their teachers. And from there you can link to class websites or other things that you like. And that way it gives kids one place to go so that they're cuts down on confusion. And remember that part of the reason we're trying to use technology is to increase both the frequency and the ease of communication between students, parents, and people here at the school. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And I hope you found this useful, and if not, you can tell me, just be nice. Thank you.